All right.
It's really funny because I'm wearing a green shirt, so I look like Kermit the Frog for real.
Right, dude.
Turn your shit on vibrate before you end up like I did.
Shit, let me do that right now.
Yo, this is Spanky Hayes. Yeah, that guy. Faux Pac, the funniest guy ever. ... Yada yada yada. You're watching Knockouts and 3 Counts. Well, you're not watching it. You're listening to it, but you're listening so hard that you can see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of Kyle.
Knockouts and 3 counts.
Yes, I have my.
Why you always gotta say it?
It's our thing.
It's part of it.
I have on my extra special radio voice today, people. So this is a very special episode. We have some special guests in the studio. We'll get to them in just a second. But let's go around the table and give our social media. We'll start with the man on the phone, Mr. Tony Thunder. Why don't you go ahead and let everybody know who you are and your social medias.
That's me. CO3pod.com. You can find all my shit. You know, I'm Tony Thunder.
KO3C pod.
The motherfucker. Something like that. Let me get it straight.
No.
My Instagram is Tony.
Get it together.
Wait, hold on.
Get it together.
Just go to Facebook. That's where I'm always at. Instagram, Tony_Thunder. I'm not really on no other social medias like that. I mean, I have them, but you're not gonna really find them like that.
Oh, wait, so you're not gonna do the Twitter thing?
Well, what happened was I haven't.
What happened was
3 weeks, and since other motherfuckers haven't tweeted since 2008, and they still got my name, I figured I'd give up on that shit.
You gave up on it, man.
For now.
Okay. It'd be like that though.
And everybody, let's give a quick round of applause for Mr. Thunder, man. He's not feeling too well, but he still called in, man. So he's toughing it out. So quick round of applause for Mr. Thunder.
Jesus Christ.
I got that Barry White syndrome.
Mr. Collison, why don't you go ahead and throw your social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Knockout, at Detroit NOKOUT, and find me at Kyle Collison on Facebook.
Oh wait, Mr. Thunder, you got anything coming up this week?
And he fought twice.
What? But damn.
Thunder, you got anything coming up this weekend, sir?
Yes, I do. The whole pack
I love
is
how you just tried to
together
throw me
for
out
the
there.
first time this year. The whole pack, all 17 of us. It's not 17 of us, but we gonna find people just so it can be 17 of us. We going out there with the hoodies on. We going out there with hats and memorabilia and all that shit. We taking promo pics. We taking people's wives. We coming out there. We're taking over the show. And it's going to be packed as fuck.
All right. Where's that going to be at, sir?
It's going to be in Peru, Indiana, PWK. You can go to pwk1.com. That's the website to check out more info. And you'll see, we got to keep it packed. We keep it packed as fuck. Shout out to Sean Tyler. Shout out to Steven Drockner. Shout out to Cheddar fucking Diesel Troxy. Shout out to Sedan. Shout out to Darrell Jackson.
Damn, you
And
motherfuckers
shout out
are rolling
to
deep.
Aaron Johns. I said it was 17 of us. Let me keep going. Shout out to... All right, that's all I'm going to shout out right now.
All right, Mr. Collison, what do you have coming up, and what do we have coming up, sir?
Only thing I really got coming up right now, I'm getting ready to head out to WrestleMania out there in New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
And we have coming up with our guests that are going to be on the show with us today. We're going to be live in living color April 14th from the Burton Manor for TXC fights. So come check it out. Come watch somebody get their ass whooped.
Yes, sir. And I am Devin McKenzie. You hit me up on Twitter at Devin63. That's DEVINTHE63. You can hit me up on Instagram at All Steak No Sizzle. That's one word. For those of y'all that want to come check out NXT TakeOver with Knockouts and 3 Counts and the Breaking Down the Ring podcast, come check us out at Buffalo Wild Wings downtown. We'll be there. I think that kicks off at 7 o'clock, I think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be there hanging out, watching NXT TakeOver and UFC 223. So come watch the fights and watch NXT with us, man. Good times. And make sure you hit up the guys at Breaking Down the Ring. They have a good show, too. And if you're looking for a car, make sure you hit up SouthfieldQualityCars.com. Do it.
1939.
Yeah. Fuck you, Kyle. Make sure you check out
I muted Tony so that he couldn't do it, and you did it.
I got your back, Tony.
Check out SouthfieldQualityCars.com.
Hey, they all steal my shit every week, so fuck it.
Hey, look, I'm trying to make money. Shut the fuck up. Hey, look, go to SouthfieldQualityCars.com. When you go in there to make your purchase, give them the reference code 19309. That is 19309.
1939.
No, it's not anything else. It is 19309.
Hold on, wait. I got to give a shout out to RenoWrestlingRing.com.
Yes,
your
sir.
bar mitzvahs, your birthdays, your grandma birthdays, funerals, hospital visits, your kids' bar mitzvahs, if I haven't said that already, Ramadan, Passover, Christmas, New Year's. Get to a wrestling ring.
Festivus.
We'll come out there
Festivus.
and we'll tear shit up.
Hey, shout out to Joe
Festivus
Battaglia,
is
too,
not
for
a
bringing us
holiday.
in for
It's
the
an
fight,
event
too.
that
So
is coming up, and more info on Festivus. So.
All righty. What'd you say, Kyle?
I said shout out to Joe Battaglia, too, for putting us on for the fights. We'll be doing the fights live there.
All right.
He'll be on with us next week, too.
All right, guys. We get all our bullshit out of the way?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and introduce our guest. Kyle, why don't you go ahead and take this, sir?
So, in the studio with us, we've got past guests of the show. We've got Manib Alsamni.
5-time guest, I think.
Yeah,
Five-time.
five-time
Dang.
WCW champion.
Oh, yeah.
5-time.
Basically,
That's a record.
co-host.
And we've got one of my longtime teammates. We got Marco, the hybrid Smallman.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, guys. Why don't you go ahead and throw your social media out there and what you guys got coming up, especially in 2 weeks.
Well, I'm the hybrid. Follow me on my social medias. Let's start with Facebook. So, Marco, the hybrid Smallman on Facebook, Instagram, the hybrid _ MMA, and Twitter, Firewalker41. There you go.
Any sponsors you need to get out there?
Yeah, I have. I'll give a quick shout out to ProPeer USA. It's based on Walled Lake, Michigan. Shout out to Cactus Financial out in Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to yeah,
He's getting them all over the place.
getting them all over. Shout out to I'm sorry. My newest sponsor, D&D Recruiting US. You'll be hearing a lot more of them soon. So keep a close eye on my
Hold on,
Instagram.
right quick. You said Cactus Mo. That happened to be Cactus Jack off 51st and Northern.
No. Get out of my line.
Well, no, y'all laughing at me. There's really a Cactus Jack Motors out there.
Is there?
Really?
I'm sure there is.
And does Mick Foley
Yeah.
run it?
Mr. Manee, why don't you go ahead and throw your social media and your sponsors out there, man?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram and Snapchat, Munib _Salmani. And then Facebook is Munib Al-Salmani. That's really all I use. And then I have some sponsors, Endgame, Realtor Anthony Fawaz, Detroit MMA TV. I always have a hard time. Dairy Kings, and Michigan Top Team in Detroit Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Collison, why don't you go ahead and
Well, let me say this right quick. Maneve has
go ahead.
Maneve has been there more than Pepper Kyle, so he is now officially a knockout and 3 count.
Honorary
He's a
host.
co-host, man.
Damn.
He's a co-host.
Y'all could at least have me at least a couple times.
Oh, definitely. We'll definitely
Well,
have
we'll
you back.
definitely have you back.
We'll
I've been-
definitely have you.
Hey, in my
Jeez.
defense, I've been telling you to come on for a minute.
When was this?
I shot you a message when we started
When
it
was
up.
this?
Check your
So
message.
you lying on air,
Nah,
Kyle.
I'm good.
Check. Yeah. See, you hear that? I said check your messages. He said no. I'm
Man,
good.
man, I will look later. We live. We live.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about to have a fight
Oh,
right here. in the studio.
hey. Shout out to JB Securities LLC
Okay, all right.
He's got him.
out straight out Bonic, Michigan. So, which is where I'm from.
So, Marco, since you're this is your first time on the show, we'll start with you first. Tell us a little bit about your fight and tell us a little bit about your opponent, because I've never heard of this guy.
Okay, so I'm going to be fighting at the Burton Manor April 14th. It's against a guy named Scott Futrell out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, okay.
You guys have had quite the little back and forth, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. We've had a little bit of back and forth. He didn't really like what I had to say, so he clapped back at me a little bit. And it is what it is. It's
So
a
now
fight
you
game.
got to beat his ass.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
did like the most respectful shit talking I've ever seen. Like, it's nothing personal, but this is all business.
hey. Well, so then he took offense, and so we had to go back and forth, and then like everybody and their mamas and girlfriends decided to come in and bite
Oh, girlfriends got involved too?
Yeah, his girl got in.
Oh.
He didn't like it. And I was gonna argue with another
So
female.
he got a girlfriend and a wife on the side.
Well, once she sees your 25 abs, she's gonna leave.
No comment.
How many?
I just said 25 because the motherfucker's built like a brick shit house.
Hey man, we work hard out here. Okay, I'm probably one of the, if not the hardest working welterweight in the state of Michigan.
So
okay.
I was gonna say something about that. So you've had a little bit of layoff, but your
Yeah,
last
so you're straight.
Yeah, but I know you've been putting in the work. What's up with the layoff and stuff?
Well, I know in the summer I was nursing an injury from my last fight. I went against a guy named John White. You all probably heard of him. I got that out the way. I actually sustained a knee injury from that fight, so I was put off a little bit, and then I came back and I was supposed to fight at KOTC up at the Yak Arena in August, which I ended up falling through. I don't know, for whatever reason, I ended up going through 5 names, and I was cutting weight, and I got the phone call saying, "Hey, Marco, you're not fighting."
Seems to be a lot of that going on, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're cutting weight, you're not the happiest camper.
Right.
So once I got that phone call, I mean, I was pissed off because, I put in that full training camp, dieting, cutting the weight. I was pissed off. My coworkers and my girlfriend did not like me. They did not want to be around me. And then just to get that phone call, and I sold a ton of tickets, which was a pain in the ass to return in and of itself.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a lot of that going on.
Yeah. So,
We'll
yeah.
definitely get to that in a minute.
Been there.
And then I was supposed to fight in KOP in November against one of our favorite fighter, Devin, which ended up falling through. And I was pissed off after that.
You're talking about Devin Smith? Okay.
Yes. And I was pissed off. Once I got the news, I was pissed off for probably a good 2-3 days. Because, I haven't fought in coming up. This is going to be coming up about 2 weeks after this fight.
Wow.
I have a full year. And, bad news after bad news. And, I wasn't happy. And then after that, I got an opportunity to go out at the UFC tryouts over at Nevada.
Okay. For what? The Ultimate Fighter?
Ultimate Fighter.
Cool.
Yeah. And I got through. I mean, I got through the grappling. I got through the pad work. I thought I rocked it out at the with the interview. And after it was all said and done, which took forever, it was like 15 hours of just all that, going through all the weight classes, which I think they had, let's see, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweights.
Right.
So after going through all the applicants, they ended up gathering us all together and basically said, it came down to numbers, but we're not going to end up taking welterweights.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny you say that because Kyle told me that you made the cut for it, but they cut your division. So one thing I've noticed is that the UFC tends to do a lot of the Ultimate Fighters with the lighter fighters now for some reason, like especially 155. Did they give you a reason why?
No, basically, like I said, basically it came down to numbers. Once we had to sign down, go through a sheet and sign it up and turn it into to everybody.
Right.
And once they got their tally of all the applicants, they basically got their number.
So could you cut down to 155?
I don't.
Fuck no.
I don't want to. That's an extra 15 pounds I don't want to cut.
You say you're already at a happy camper at 170.
Yeah, I'm pretty lean as it is.
Right.
And I mean, I'm cutting from 200 pounds.
Wow.
So
I told you, man, he's a fucking big son bitch.
So I don't want to cut. I cut to 155. I'd be a huge 155er, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Man. Well, speaking of cutting weight, Manib, man, how you feeling right now, man?
I feel good. I really haven't been cutting much weight. I've just been cutting down on how much I eat because I'm fighting a weight class up at 135. So I just feel pretty comfortable right now. Just chilling, working every day, going to the gym every day. Just taking one day at a time, and I just can't wait to fight. It's going to be, well, I want to rip this dude's fucking head off and throw it across the fucking ring at his fucking team and family. Because he's a piece of shit who's talking all this kind of junk. And
Manib always gives me one, man.
hey, this guy, man, he's talking about, oh, you're a poser, you're this and that. this guy hasn't fought since 2015, and he fucking lost. So he needs to chill out with what he says and watch his mouth, because I've been putting in work. There's a reason why everyone knows who I am in such a short time, and nobody knows who he is in 10 years of fighting. So I'm going to smack him up, and he'll probably retire.
Get him.
So how do you really feel, Manib?
That's how I really feel.
So can you tell
I've been-
that there's a nice beef between SFS and fucking MTT?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's part of it, too. I want to show them that there ain't no number 2. You're either number 1 or you're nothing at all.
Number 2 is the first to lose.
Well,
Yep.
if you number 2, you the shit.
Nope. I'm number 1,
Wait,
and
I'm the only one that
I
got
just
that
want
one?
to.
I'm the
I
only
just
one
want
that
to
got
school this guy and show him that he's dealing with a different level of a fighter.
Tony, I think I was the only one that got that one.
Yeah, I got it. I
No, he got it.
I got it.
Keep your poop jokes to yourself. That was a shitty joke.
All right, I guess I was the only one that found that funny.
I thought it was.
Nobody got what I said.
Tony, you got any questions for our guest, sir?
Hey, man, there's a lag in the stuff that I say, so some of the stuff y'all won't hear, I checked back on the episode last week and was like, damn, I'm late as hell saying that. But, hey, man, I was going to say, Manib's been doing his damn thing, man. I follow him on social media. I see his combos and the way he kick bags and punch bags and shit. And, Manib, man, I know this is your first professional fight, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel coming off of this being your first professional fight with having to miss out on your last one? Are you more motivated? Did it kind of take you down to just work harder, or how did you feel about missing that last one as opposed to coming into this new fight?
Oh, so missing that last one, like, it really comes down to this. Like, so I missed. I was supposed to fight in December because I've been healthy. Thankfully, I've been healthy these last few months, but I just haven't been able to fight because everyone just has this thing called bitch assness. So they want to pretend to be fighters, but when it comes time to fight, they don't want to get in there and show what time it is. So I've been praying for my opponent every day so that he shows up, because I can't have another one of these guys back out on me. But yeah, so supposed to fight in December, didn't happen. Supposed to fight in February. Everyone knows what happened with that situation. That was a terrible situation. And for this one, I've just been taking it one day at a time, because right now I'm not really worried. Like, I don't know if I'm going to fight. You really never know anymore in this type of game. So I'll worry about the fight when I'm in the ring. I've just been training every day, and yeah, it's no big deal to me to fight. For him, it's a big deal because he's a little suburban bitch who doesn't know what it's like to fight. I like to fight. I'll fight him right now if he will pull up right here. I'll fight him anytime, but he's a little suburban bitch.
Oh, he said pull up, though.
Yeah, he won't, though. So he'll keep his suburban ass, and he'll sit down. I'm going to knock him out for sure, man. I'm not worried.
Oh,
There it is.
shit. He's got me laughing my ass off. I can't. Shit. Marco, man, this is your first time on the show.
Yeah.
Coming into this fight, coming off your last fight with John White, which in my opinion was probably your biggest opponent to date so far.
So far, but there's going to be many more.
Oh, for sure.
Many more. I mean, John White was a stepping stone, a pebble to what's going on, remainder of my career. He was just a stepping stone. And it's gonna get bigger and bigger. Just watch.
So tell us a little bit about your camp and stuff. I mean, I've been training with you for what, man? It's been
Cheers.
It's been good 6-7 years now.
When I first meet you?
Shit, it was back at MASH, but it was probably it's been at least 5 years I can think of on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've competed in the same tournaments a few times. You competed in this last tournament last time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
Everybody
tell
take a
us a
shot.
little bit about your camp and how training's going and
Training is going great, man. I'm getting my rounds in. I end up adding Allegiance into the bag of places I'm going to right now to get those rounds in. I'm all over the place, man.
he's doing it the old
Getting the
school
work.
way.
You have to, man. I mean, there's not a lot of there's not other than obviously I'm at MTT. Other than them, American Top Team and all these other Team Alpha Male. There's not a lot of super gyms, especially in Michigan, that has everything.
Right.
So I've been putting in that road work.
Wow.
Getting in gym after gym, and then 2-a-days. Not just sparring, not just jiu-jitsu, not just wrestling. Get my grappling on, get my face punching on.
Doing
I'm
your
going
conditioning.
strength conditioning. going, and getting these runs in. I can guarantee you he ain't doing that. What's he doing? Getting mad at me, getting his girl into the beef.
Never let your woman into your beef.
In general,
I think it was Human Tornado that said, keep your baby mamas and your kids out the locker room.
Yep.
And I'm sure that applies in everything.
Thank you.
Now, Marco, man,
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. I had to say it one time.
It ain't safe.
So what up, Tony?
Go ahead, Tony.
What you got
What
to
is
say?
it that got you into? See, I told y'all it's that lag, man. It's that lag. But no, what got you into UFC? Well, not UFC, but what got you into MMA?
MMA?
And what got you into? It's kind of a two-part question. What got you into MMA, or who got you into MMA? And for all the fans out there that are listening to us that may not be MMA fans, what match or fight would you have them watch that would turn them on to your style of fighting?
Well, okay. So we'll start with the first one. So what got me in MMA? So I'm a kid from Pontiac. Came from some rough streets, and wrestled. I did my sports thing for many years, and I had people telling me, "Oh, you should get into MMA. You got the physique, you got the work ethic, and this and that." And that was during a time. Was it 2008? That was during a time when I'm just figuring out and finding out what UFC or even WEC is. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not knowing where the gyms I have to go to. So some years go down. I get my adult thing going, and I get a job. And then a buddy of mine ended up getting me into my first competition in grappling. And I haven't grappled in 2.5 years. So I grapple, didn't do as well as I wanted to. Buddy looks at me, he goes, "So how do you feel?" And I told him, I looked him in his eye, and I told him, "It's never happened to me ever again." Pointed me to my first MMA gym. I walk in, I meet Joe Pataglia, and it's history. After 2 kickboxing fights, 11 amateur MMA fights, 4 pro MMA fights later, undefeated. Boom.
I just want to point out that he just looked me in the eye and I just peed a little bit. But
Dude, it's been like that. I've been looking at everybody in their eyes, man. It's like, look.
No,
It's been a year. A year.
No. You see, when you said like this will never happen to me, you looked at me, man. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen because I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna sit here, drink my water, and host this show. Goddammit.
Yeah, who says the biggest guy in the whole fucking room and shit?
Joking.
But like, to keep, to continue to answer that question, I never shied away from competition. I always, I was always a competitor, and I enjoyed sports, mainly wrestling. Wrestling is what really cement myself in the whole sports thing. Football, that was cardio for me. That was easy. Wrestling was where it's at.
What position did you play in football?
Line, line, defense, and defense.
Wow.
Line,
I was thinking like
both
safety
sides.
or something like that. Wow.
Well, I mean, I was fast enough to be a linebacker or a defensive end, but with my speed, I was pretty fast. For a guy my size, I was pretty fast. But they had me on the line.
Okay.
But I'm a big competitor. I love to compete. Don't shy away from competition, and that was also a big decider. And on top of that, I come from a blue collar family who's not afraid to shy, not afraid of work. Getting dirty, getting busy. Whether it be a mechanic, whether it be anything, screen printer, anything. We're not afraid of work. Being from Pontiac, we're not afraid of walking on our 2 feet and working.
Down.
Is right.
Hey, shout out to the Yak though.
Hey. Now, what was your second question?
The second question is, what fight or bout would you have people watch that would really turn them on to UFC, and that kind of shows your style of fighting or your explosiveness that you would, show people that kind of resembles what you would do in the ring?
Or in the words of Black Kyle, your quintessential fight.
I guess I would turn them on to like 3 fights. So obviously my fight against John White, my fight against Robert Gidron, and my fight. This fight's not posted, so I'm gonna have to go with my fight against James Shores when I fought at Vertex.
Oh, we can see all these fights on your social medias.
Social media or YouTube,
Okay, cool.
whichever.
Make sure I
I
check
think I
that
was
out.
in your corner for 2 out of the 3 of those. because the one was the King of the Cage
yep.
one, and then the other one was the one that was.
Kyle
at,
was there.
Kyle was there. Ring the bell.
I'm
I
about to
did.
just kick him in the
But,
dick and
you
call it a day.
I mean,
but yeah, the other one
kick
was
his
the
dick,
one that.
So with those three
Ring the dick,
fights,
ring the bell.
so what's this bell thing for?
So everybody,
Explain.
Everybody on the show kind of has that thing that they say all the time. So whenever we get one of those, we ring the bell and the listeners got to take a shot. It's like a drinking game within the show.
Some say there's more than others.
Kyle.
Look here, bitch! You steal my.
Hey,
half the time.
hey! Shout out to Manib with the red solo.
Yes.
But there it is.
It's just water.
Red Solo Cup.
Yeah. Quote
fill
unquote
you
water.
Kyle fought twice.
I fought more than twice, asshole. But fuck you.
Well, what's the number?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, that number changed every week.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
Okay.
Now he's trying to shoot shots.
Children. We have
Look
guests.
here. So says the guy that was starting all the shit before we went on
Look
air.
where, motherfucker. I'm on the phone.
What did I do?
Well, technically, you're watching the video stream, so you can look at me.
I'm not, because it's like 2 minutes behind.
Damn.
So
Well, you're still able to
I
look
like
at
watching stuff in real time.
So Manib,
Yeah.
what the hell happened with your last fight, man?
Oh man, this was a crazy time in my life.
Yeah, because
right
me
there.
and Kyle came. Well, yeah, me and Kyle were there. We came out to
Bring
see
that up.
Now what?
They were there.
And basically, you told us that you wasn't gonna be able to fight, man, and it was just a crazy story, man. So what happened, man?
Big one. All right.
Big
So first guy, Keaton Gatsmere, backs out. Says he has like pancreatitis a couple days before the fight. I don't know if it's true or not. Whatever, doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Second guy, they get me a replacement. They put out a Facebook post saying like who wants to fight Manib, and like nobody raised their hand. So yeah, I don't know why. Like apparently I suck, so why don't they come get it?
Hey,
They
it's
know.
supposed to be an easy fight, right?
They know.
Right.
But hey, so nobody raised their hand to fight me except for a guy named Marcus Wheeler. At that time I didn't have no idea who he was, you know. So all I just got was like a text like, "Hey, we got you an opponent. His name is so and so, Marcus Wheeler. But he weighs 145 pounds, and I was cutting to 125.
Right.
And so I was like, you know what? I was like, I don't give a fuck. All right, I'll fight him. So that's all. So I thought I had to fight, you know. I was like, okay, I don't have a fight for a minute. I was pretty pissed off. So then I thought I had a fight. And then, like, literally an hour before weigh-ins, promoter comes up to my room, says, hey, we need to talk. And I was like, oh, shit.
You know, that's
What
not a
is
good
it
sign.
now? Like,
Right.
what is it now? And so he comes up and he tells me, like, hey, for whatever reason, the commission doesn't like this matchup, the way his amateur record went and your amateur record went. Like, they don't think it's a fair matchup and all kinds of this and that. I don't know. So,
Bunch of bullshit.
bunch of bullshit. Dude doesn't get to fight.
So were they saying that your record or your qualifications was higher than his, or
Yeah.
was it the other way around?
Yeah, they're saying. I mean, like that's all I was told from the promoter, from what Carlos told me. So I don't even know honestly.
Wow.
But yeah, they didn't clear him to fight me, and so I was left like hanging without a fight. And I mean, like I had a lot of people who would coming out to watch me fight there, and I really wanted to fight there because that's like 10 minutes from where I grew up.
Exactly. It was a Motor City Casino.
Motor City Casino,
the
a big
soundboard.
venue,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, when that happened, I felt your pain, dude.
Yeah, man,
That
it
was
sucked. That was a terrible week right there. It was a up
And then to make
down,
matters
up and
worse,
down.
man, the weather for that fight, that whole fight was like snake bit, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hit with a big snowstorm like the day
They
before.
took a big hit. They took a big hit not having me on the card, and then that snowstorm, and it was just
A shit show.
Yeah.
Man, so how do you pick yourself up after that, man? You know, you were expecting to fight. You know, you find out like an hour before the weigh-ins that you're not fighting. How do you?
I'll
how
tell
do
you.
You
I'll tell
still
you.
show up to the fights and then pick yourself up.
I'll tell you. So for real, I was pretty heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie. I worked really hard for that one. Like I put a lot of time in for that
Right. It's supposed to be your debut. too.
debut. I was really going in.
Yep.
But I ate a big ass donut
It is
in the lobby of the hotel. Like I'm talking about, this donut was like this big. It
You know
was
what?
covered in Oreos.
I
I'm
remember
sorry,
that.
Marco, you probably couldn't wait. My bad, bro.
It's all good.
Was it Whiskey Day?
So, man, I ate this big-ass donut. It made me feel a little bit better. And then I went to my room, cried a little. I swear to God, I cried a little because I didn't get to fight. I worked too damn hard for it. And then we just pick ourselves up. We move on, and now I just don't expect anyone to show up. And so it makes me feel better.
It's kind of sad, man.
No, I mean, like, I'm not.
You
like,
really had to do that. Though,
Like, I
man.
just don't. Like, if this guy doesn't show up, I'll fight him in the parking lot. I'll go find him.
Damn.
Like, it's not a joke anymore. But for real, I just pray to God every day that he shows up healthy and ready to fight.
Man. Well,
Make some doo-ahs. Hey, I got a question for both fighters.
hey, Tony,
With
Tony, we got to take a quick break.
what's up?
Got to take a quick break, man.
Why we got to
shut
take a
down.
break when it's my turn to ask a question?
Because Randy told me to. You know, I just does what he
Randy's
says.
still
And the
shooting
producer,
shots at you,
Randy.
motherfucker.
Randy, throw your social medias out there and let everybody know who you are.
He's on Tinder.
I am.
Plenty of
But you
fish.
can you can find me on Twitter at Randy Walker.
Yes, sir. So when we come
What's
back,
your Tinder?
I don't know. You can make a link for that, right? I'll tell you when we get back from the break. After I
Boy,
find
oh
it.
boy.
so Tony, when we get back, you got the first question for our two guests, Mr. Marco and Mr. Munib. So we're gonna Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And we're here with Kyle.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
We're doing this after the break, too?
I was like, we're doing this after the break. Like, what the fuck?
Our guys, man,
We got Marco, the hybrid Smallman, and we got Manib Al-Samni with us. Murdy Manib. You going by Murder Manib this time or Money Manib? What's going
probably
be?
murder. I think it's murder now.
Murder money.
Let's go both.
Yes, sir.
Murder Money, that works.
Murder money.
Like that. Hey, Tony, you had a guest. You had a
That's
question
me.
for our guest before the break. Why don't you go ahead and lay that on him real quick?
Well, the way that MMA is going, man, it's starting to get that pro wrestling flair. Not necessarily the. Hey, there you go.
Oh, with the Ric Flair?
With the music, the lights, the fireworks, the people being accompanied by certain celebrities. If you guys made it to your premier event where you could have anything you wanted at that event, what would be your theme song of choice, and who, no matter where they're from, no matter what they do, what celebrity would you have in your corner come out with you?
Nice question.
Good question. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Marco go first.
So,
Man, that bus could not have felt good at all, man. He just threw you under.
hey. So repeat.
Cracked all the ribs.
So repeat that question for the rest of us.
For the most part, though, at the peak, you guys is WrestleMania, so to speak, the biggest event of the year that you guys are having. You're going for the title, whether it be Bellator, UFC, your dream title, your dream match. I'll even make it a little deeper. In your dream match, who would you go against? What song would you come out to, and what celebrity would you have accompany you to the ring?
Well, obviously, my dream match would be Tyron Woodley, welterweight champ of the UFC. That's my dream match.
Nice.
And my walkout, which is my current one. That's kind of where my head's at right now is Tupac, Ambitions of a Rider.
He's got our theme song.
Yes,
That's where my head's at right now. I'm just, I have a lot of ambitions, and I'm just, riding this MMA train.
And
Celebrity.
Make it a good one, bro.
This one should be fun.
Ooh, man, celebrity.
Be careful with your answer.
Oh, really?
No, don't be careful.
Damn, celebrity.
Wait, you're not married, are you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Say what the fuck you want, man.
I don't really think about celebrities too much, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Drake, because he can. He's a good hype man in the background. You always see him at the basketball games.
That's a good one.
Ooh, I'm gonna have two
Two.
Two celebrities.
Oh,
This guy.
All right, go ahead, Manib. Who's your dream fight?
All right.
Your walkout song and your celebrity.
All right. Dream fight. I think I said this before, but my dream fight would be, if he was alive, Bruce Lee. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. I think I'd whoop him. But
Oh, hell no.
yeah, hell yeah. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I got you. Hey, bro, I
Boys
got your
don't
back
hit
on
back.
everything, but for what you just said, all right.
Man, I'll whoop that guy.
That's a tall order there, guy.
He ain't got no hands. But anyways,
What's your
You got a
walkout
one-inch
song?
punch.
walkout song, I think like walkout song for me, they change based on how I'm feeling, based on my mood, Like sometimes I'm in a fun mood going into a fight. Sometimes I'm annoyed and frustrated. I just want to play some crazy shit,
Right.
Like the shit you play on your Snapchat all the time.
Yes, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Shout out 6ix9ine. Yeah, and my celebrities, I'm gonna have two of them walking out with me.
Uh-oh.
One of them is gonna be DJ Khaled.
That's
I can probably make that happen
Ooh,
too because we're
another one.
cousins.
King of ad libs.
whoa.
What?
Khaled's your
my
cousin?
Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah. You guys heard it first.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
So, do you like watch his motivational videos every day?
Hell
and
yeah,
shit,
me
too?
and Khaled are tight, man. We talk all the time.
That's what's up, man.
Hell yeah. And
Aside, you my son. Got you some new clothes aside.
Major Key, hey.
Drake vocals came in.
Wow.
Another one.
Yep, that's what he told me after I won my first belt. He told me, go get another one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And I have another celebrity there too, Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
good
I
one.
love me some
Ooh.
Rachel McAdams. Oh my God.
Hey, man, Rachel McAdams is like low key.
Okay,
one
but
of
let
my,
me
like,
ask this,
secret
though.
crushes, man.
Okay, but let me ask you this though:
No,
is,
no,
that,
but-
is
fine.
that keeping you in the right mindset when you about to go
Hell
fight?
yeah.
Because your mind is somewhere else.
My mind is killing my opponent, flat out.
Marco, you kind of scared me a little bit,
I'm
man.
curious.
Marco,
Look, look.
got the
Devin
serial
is
killer
saying
going
about
on.
it.
over
Like,
here,
look,
dog.
man. All I'm gonna say is, man, it's gonna be 2 weeks shy of the last time I fought. My head's not in a good place right now.
Marco,
So
All I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Sorry,
I got
but
you.
all I'm thinking
I'll
about
be over here.
is going in and walking in that cage. Making that crawl up the steps. My fingertips touching the canvas. I walk up. I look him deep in the eyes. Ref has me walk to my side, stare him dead in his face, see how spooked he looks. Going in, slamming him and choking him, or KOing him if he keeps his chin out, like I know he's going to. All I'm thinking about is destruction and devastation.
ladies and gentlemen, that's your main event
Well,
right there, man.
so since we
That was
got
intense
since
as
we got
fuck.
like right to it, why don't you tell us about the stuff you were telling us about right before
yeah.
the break?
So,
'Cause dude's already obviously pissed you off. So
it's not so much him, because like, look, man, it's nothing personal with him. He just happened to be a name that they gave me.
right.
But then that's it. Like I said, there's nothing against him. He's another name, another stone I have to walk
I get
on
it.
this MMA journey. But in regards to Scott Futrell, I mean, he's tall. He's 6'4". I mean, I'm no stranger to tall people. I mean, I've fought a few.
Right.
He's 6'4". He's a southpaw. Lucky me.
that's always fun.
I'm not the only one.
He's
6'4".
6'4" at 155.
No, that fights at
170.
170.
170. That's still pretty tall
Oh,
for
okay.
the
I was about to say
division.
that motherfucker thinner than Snoop Dogg.
But yeah, he's 6'4". He's 6'4". He's a southpaw. I mean, he likes to, with him being the taller guy, he likes to fight with his chin out. I'm sure he's used to being the taller guy, so he throws his 1-2s, but he leaves his chin out. And he likes to hook, but he has a decent hook. But like I said, he has his chin out, and he better keep his chin away from me, because I'm coming after it. Don't leave it out. Don't leave it out with me. I'm coming after it. And on top of that, from his last couple fights, I mean, he's looked calmer. He's actually got some decent knees, especially switching camps. He's at St. Charles MMA out in St. Charles, Missouri.
Okay.
So I mean, they've got the BJJ, they've got the Muay Thai, so he's got a better camp. Lucky for him, I guess, or unlucky, matched up with me.
Depending on how you look at it.
Exactly. So but I mean, he's got no answers off his back. I mean, he's got a triangle from one of his past fights, but he's not good with it. And on top of that, he's got no answers off his back. He's got okay knees, and he's tall. But other than that, I mean,
don't expose your game plan now, man. Don't expose your
I'm
game
not
plan.
exposing. I'm just letting you know what it is. I mean, that's it. I don't really see him outstriking me. I don't see him out grappling me. I don't see him beating me in any aspect. While we're in that cage. I don't see this getting past the first or second round in my favor.
Yeah, I was about to ask that question. Like, how long do you see this fight going?
No, it's not going past the second round, guaranteed. And him looking up at me, wondering why he's on the ground and I'm not, and me with my hand raised.
You heard it here first, man. That's your main event.
But hey,
About to go down.
it's gonna be a scrap.
He gonna
Hey,
get these
scrapping it out.
hands.
More than that.
I mean,
And Drake coming out with him.
Hey, I'm charged up.
I mean, anything else you want to say to your opponent, man? I mean, hey, the camera's right there.
All I'm gonna say is come in with your hands up, your chin down, and your A game.
And get ready to get knocked the fuck out.
Hey, because I'm coming in, and I'm coming after you, and I hope you're ready. And I hope that you did a lot more than coming at me in this bullshit 4-week training camp.
Yeah, and fuck your girlfriend.
You know what? No. I don't do that. But dog, Scott, come in with your A game.
There it is.
Or C stars. That's it.
And all 24 of his abs is ready.
I really don't know where to go from there, man.
Why don't we just do
Manee,
this?
man, you gotta hype up your shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get these motherfuckers there to you too.
I was about to say, bro, what's the last words for the opponent? Then we'll kick you a couple wrestling questions.
My last words for my opponent?
Yeah.
I mean,
Show up. How about that?
Yeah.
all I
Don't
gotta
have that
say,
bitch assness.
yeah, just please show up to the fight. I'm proud of you if you do.
Proud of you if you do.
For real. I'll be so proud of him if he shows up to the fight. I might shake his hand. Or not. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to beat his ass for sure. That's like nothing to it, man. Go out there, whoop him, have fun with all my friends and family that come out and support me every single time, you know. Just have a good time.
Right.
It's really all it is for me. Have a good time. Finally get paid to do something that I love. I'm really happy about that because I'll be the first professional athlete out of my family.
That's what's
up. Yeah, that's
Rock,
really
bro.
what it is. Just set a good example for my nieces and nephews and let them know that they can do whatever they want, too, when they get older.
And they can beat somebody's ass
They
too.
can beat somebody's ass right now. I mean, I teach them every single day. But, yeah, that's all I got to do is just have a good time, enjoy myself, pick this guy apart, put on a show, and hang out with all my friends and family who come out that night. It's going to be great.
Now, I know Marco just mentioned a couple things that he sought out in the last fighter that he sought out in the fighter that he's going against now. Did you do any tape watching of the guy you're going against, or is it kind of just like you just focus on yourself?
I mean, like, this guy, his last fight was like 3 years ago or
Damn,
something.
he really hadn't fought in a long time.
Yeah, he hasn't fought in a long time, and I mean he does
He
like
ain't really got nothing to watch.
I mean he does things decent, you know, like he's a decent fighter. He's I mean like he knows how to throw punches, he knows how to throw kicks. Just doesn't throw them as good as me and not as fast as me. So it really doesn't matter, I guess.
So you're giving him 30 seconds in the first round.
I'm gonna give him I don't know, honestly. I could go out there and throw something crazy like in the first second of the fight. Who knows? If I come out, clip him with a good left hook, he's going night-night. I'm not even going to throw my right hand. They know about that one.
There it is.
Wow.
But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about him, man. It's nothing to do with him. This is man versus self and just about whooping his ass, having a great time.
And you guys are doing this on the same card?
Yeah, we're going
Yes,
in
sir.
on
Yeah.
the same card. We're going to
Going
battle.
Tony, we got to
Trying to
have
eat.
you out with us when we're live and in living color, bro.
I got to come see this, man. I got to come out there, sore throat and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully you
watch
feel
this
better,
shit.
man.
Wait, anybody else from MTT
I appreciate
on this
that.
card?
Josh Bruckner.
Oh, Josh is a past guest.
That's
on the
right.
show.
Josh Bruckner's fighting. I'm not sure he's fighting. There's some good fights on there. Adrian's fighting.
Yeah,
Adrian
our
and
guest next week.
Adrian and his brother.
I
are
think
on that card.
Avon Bashi's on the card too. He's looking
Avon's a little fucking monster.
yeah,
dude.
he's a beast. So yeah, there's some good fights on this card. You're probably gonna see a lot of people go home knocked out.
That's what's up. So, Manee,
So between both of y'all, are y'all both going for knockout?
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
You know what I do.
going for the knockout. I'm saying
Submission.
because like there can only be one
Heel
knockout
hook.
of the night. You know, somebody need to go and sleep somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so Manee, we've talked to you about MTT, man. Marco, we haven't had a chance to talk to you about MTT, man. How's your experience been there working with Crowshank and Cody Stamen, who's just here not too long ago, and Manib and everybody there, man?
I don't really train out at MTT too much.
But
I've been up there. I've trained with Kara
Right.
Rowe, probably one of the best boxing trainers out there.
okay,
I actually work with a guy. She used to work with Coach Johnny Glover, or
Okay.
Glove that we like to call him, out in Empire Boxing in Detroit.
okay. But so what's your main gym then?
Main gym, Warrior Way Martial Arts,
Warrior Way.
Fuse MMA, Mash Gym. I mean, I got a few others. Place where I go that I do all my predominantly my strength conditioning. Funk Fitness out in Brighton.
Okay.
So
how important are those local gyms and people from those gyms getting exposure, being main events of cards like TXC and moving on to other promotions as well? How important is it to have that local those local gyms get people out there like that?
I think it's very important. I think having being a part of smaller gyms is it's actually better because you're getting that more intimate one-on-one instruction from from all your instructors. And it's nice being a fighter from those gyms, representing them and getting these kind of opportunities. Like I said, I got that opportunity to go out to the Ultimate Fighter tryouts. I got to represent Michigan. No, well, not even just my gyms that I'm a part of, but I got to represent Michigan, and I thought I showed out. And the Yak Town, that's right. But I really do my best to represent not just the people that train me, but the people that I'm a part of, the people and where I'm from. It is Pontiac, Michigan. I'm because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the people I represent. And I want to represent them as best as I can. Not just skill wise, but as a role model, and as somebody to look up to. That's trying to ascend the ranks. Trying to get what he wants.
Kyle, you want to jump into a little
And
bit of
if you
wrestling?
were a pro wrestler, man, Devin would boo you. It's nothing for you. You showing off for good. You trying to motivate people and get people behind you, and Devin hates that.
Good segue, Tony, because we all know
I like
that
bad
Devin
guys.
hates good guys.
I like the bad
So
guys.
That's true.
that's a good thing to ask you guys as we go into WrestleMania. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the whole Ronda Rousey thing.
It's it's good. I mean, it's good for her. She's not really thinking of MMA right now.
Right.
So I mean, whether she comes back or not, I mean that's on her. But I guess that's a good thing for her. There's a big fan base, wrestling fan base. So it's good for her brand.
Yeah.
And she's just got that famous look, that look, that famous stare. So all in all, I think it's good for her. It's good for her brand. I mean, it's good for the fans.
Monique?
Rhonda, I'm proud of her for continuing to move on with life. I felt really bad for her when she said she thought she was gonna have to kill herself after what happened with her fights and her losses.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just hate when seeing people get that emotionally attached to something like a fight, Because, think about it. People lose basketball games all the time. People lose soccer games all the time. It's different because, you don't have another 10 people on your team to blame a loss on, and share that type of thing. But when you have to take it all in and take it all on your shoulders, it sucks. And so I'm glad she's moved on with her life and she's doing her thing, I never really understood what the big fuss was about her being, as big as she was. Even my sister would ask me about Ronda Rousey. But, I mean, she did a great job making herself as big as she was, and she moved on in life, so that's good.
I don't know if you guys saw the interview this morning, but she also said on ESPN today because they were asking her, are you completely done with MMA? Are you going to stay with wrestling? Because she's locked up for the next couple of years with WWE.
Right.
But she was like, I never said I wasn't going to fight again. So
No, you're
Well,
right.
also from what I've heard, she's been a big wrestling fan her whole life,
yeah.
and that's something she's always wanted to get into.
I don't think she should fight anymore because, when you hear someone say some stuff like that, I thought I was going to have to, kill myself after a loss or this and that, stuff like that. I don't think that those type of people need to get hit in the head anymore because she could have something seriously going on with her where she just actually does carry out those type of things. So I think she should just she made her money.
good point.
She made her money. She did her thing, but she doesn't need to rattle up her brain. You could tell she's a little bit off, She's a little crazy.
Have you guys seen any of her work in WWF so far? Because it's only been about
WWE.
I mean,
WWF, nigga, it's 1997.
WWF was cool.
It's still
Hey.
WWF to me, damn it. But yeah, the last couple of weeks, she's come out, done some interviews. She's had a couple, physical interactions over the last couple of weeks. You seen any of them?
I mean, I've seen snippets. I mean, nothing crazy, nothing big. I mean,
I haven't seen it. I just want to see her get RKO'd.
Oh, out of nowhere.
That would be hilarious. Out of nowhere.
Wow. Tony, Kyle, what did you guys think of
the
her?
one thing that's been funny to me with that is, have you guys noticed? Well, you guys have seen more. You and Tony have seen more than these guys have, maybe. But, dude, every time I've watched her throw somebody, okay, so when she put Triple H through the table, that looked clean. But
Right.
both times that she's thrown girls,
Dana Brooks and
I don't know if she forgot her own strength or what. But, dude, she about tossed Dana Brooke out the fucking ring.
It's her new finisher. She got to get it over.
She fucking flew.
What's her finisher?
She picked her up for a suplex type deal and just fucking tossed her.
Sent it.
Yeah, literally.
It's like a fall away slam,
Yeah.
but it's from a back suplex position.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I've noticed is that she and Tony, you're the wrestler of the group, so you can tell me if I'm off base or not. She still doesn't have the timing yet, and that kind of worries me a little bit.
like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, as far as timing goes, I mean, of course, I can't say too much.
Right. Right.
I can't expose the business.
Right.
But wrestling, what I was always taught is, if you think you're going too slow, you're probably not going slow enough. And she definitely paces herself. Now, what I see she needs work on, undoubtedly, is fucking mic work.
Oh,
She
100%.
definitely needs a promo coach.
I agree, but I don't know if you guys saw Monday Night Raw or not, but and I've kind of been the negative one on the whole Ronda thing, but I saw something.
Hell yeah, he is.
But look, I saw something great, and it's something that can happen if they do it the right way. When she had Mandy Rose going for the armbar, Ronda had that infamous Ronda look, and Kurt Angle was the one that kind of had to rein her in, like, Ronda, no, Ronda, stop, Ronda, look at me, and I think if they go with that, make Ronda the savage, and Kurt Angle's the one that kind of reins her in, I think it could be gold.
She did look like she
Oh,
was
you
about
would
to rip
love
that
it if
bitch's
she was a
arm,
bad
dude.
person.
He wants her
Yeah.
to be. He wants everybody to be a bad guy.
But no, Tony, we gotta talk about this. Like when she comes out, she's happy, she's smiling and shit. But then when someone gets in her face, she snaps into MMA mode. And if they
So
had
you want her to be Bob Backlund in '96? Is what you're telling me?
kind of, sort of, but
or
have
Ken
like
Shamrock.
Kurt Angle as her manager, and whenever she starts going too far, he's the one that's got to rein her in.
So you want Kurt to be a manager?
He's not gonna be GM long, so yeah, make him the manager.
So he's going to manage and just fuck wrestling. He's just going to be a manager.
He's gonna go
Kurt
back to
Angle.
wrestling, dog.
not full time.
Yeah, he is.
Not
Yeah, he is.
full time.
I'll give him at least. I'm not gonna say like every week. He go Brock Lesnar it out. He go be there maybe 6 to 12 matches a year.
Have you watched Kurt Angle walk?
Same as the whole Daniel Bryan thing.
Did you see it? Did you see his last match? Did you see his work in WCWO? Like, dude, still got it. Like, undoubtedly, unquestionably.
Yeah, that was a while ago, man. Like watching him walk around makes me hurt.
Damn, is that
Devin's
bad?
just a hater, Tony.
That's not true.
But
Yeah, see, next thing you know, he gonna be talking about Matt Riddle.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean,
I
not
like
being
Matt
a-
Riddle.
Matt Riddle's
Fuck
fucking
Matt
dope, dude.
Riddle.
Is he in WWE?
No, he's not in WWE,
He's in it.
but he's
He's
killing
in
it on the
involved.
indies and shit.
Wait, well, we've asked you this before, Manib. You said you kind of thought about, getting in the wrestling ring before. Marco, could you ever see yourself in maybe not WWE, or even if it is WWE, in a wrestling ring?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna say yes right away. I mean, I'm kind of focused on making my mark in MMA right now.
Right.
So I mean, it's kind of, I would say it's kind of premature for me to think in those terms right now.
Right.
I'm too busy trying to win a world title as a welterweight.
Trying to whip Tyron Woodley.
That's the goal.
Speaking of that, though, here that brings up another good question. Manib, we've talked to you about this before, but Marco, did you watch wrestling at all as you grow up?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched wrestling as a kid. I mean, I think the last time I watched, any pro wrestling, I want to say it was Stone Cold versus The Rock
Which one?
on pay-per-view. I don't know numbers, but I know this is years and years ago. I think it was Steve.
So is he either 15 or 17?
Yeah.
Or 19.
He lost 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
My favorite match, bro.
Hey, man.
That's your favorite?
I grew up on
No,
this.
you want to know what my favorite match of all time was?
yeah.
It was Kurt Angle versus Edge, and then Edge shaved his head.
And the one at Judgment Day.
King of the Ring.
Was that it? It was so
I thought it was
badass.
Judgment
That
Day.
was King of the Ring.
I ordered that on pay-per-view. I went crazy to get that shit ordered.
Yeah, dude, that shit was pretty funny, especially when Kurt did everything he could to not get his head shaved, and then wore the fucking wrestling headgear, but it had a wig on them in the middle of the motherfucker to try to.
Yeah, his head shaved.
Full wrestling headgear though.
Yeah, he had the full wrestling headgear on, but he put a wig on in between it, so you couldn't see that he was bald.
Oh wow.
Man,
Good
so
stuff.
so I mean, I know you guys might not watch wrestling as much now, but I think Tony was talking about this before about how wrestling and MMA are starting to blur lines a little bit. You're starting to get MMA fighters that are
Absolutely.
talking more, being more flamboyant to draw in fans. So
Promos,
promos,
entrance music,
yeah.
Conor McGregor.
the lights.
Conor McGregor's a
Hey,
Conor
before
McGregor.
Conor McGregor,
Fucking Charles Sonnen could
Yeah.
hold a promo with The Rock.
He sucks, man.
Well, dude, he trained at the power plant,
I'm
too.
not talking about his
I
fighting
don't
ability.
think
I'm
you
talking about
could-
him talking.
No,
Like, he
no,
talks
his
good
talking,
shit. He
his
could sell a
talking
good
went
event.
down too.
before there was Chael. I mean, we had Muhammad Ali cutting promos.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, of course.
He was a big wrestling guy too.
He
He did.
went
Were they?
against
He fought
Antonio
Inoki.
Inoki.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Inoki. That's right. I was
Yeah,
about to
but-
say that.
Like Connor
Wasn't there-
said, don't compare the two, man. Don't compare John Cena, failed Mr. Olympia as.
Oh, shit. He took a shot at your boy, Tony.
See, man, this is why I love Manib. man.
Man, I hate John Cena. That dude's so lame.
Why you hate Cena, man?
Because here, a couple reasons. He comes out, he wears these big headbands on his biceps, just so stupid, and then he wears like 8 wristbands, and then he wears these jean shorts that are just like capris, and then he wears knee pads. Like the dude's lame, man. The dude's lame. If
He
you
used to rock at Nietzsche. I just want to say that.
bro,
And Nietzsche's coming back, man.
He used
The
to rock
dude
at
is
Nietzsche. He used to
lame.
rock at Jisoo. Hey, that boy Cena about that life. And if you don't know, John Cena drops bars. All right, that boy
oh
got
yeah,
bars.
bro. Remember when John Cena said the N word?
No.
Wait,
no
did it?
dissing,
When
man.
was this?
He did
When was this?
in a freestyle. He rapped against a fan.
Oh,
I think.
Oh, here's a...
No, that was Vince McMahon
Before
that
we
said
go-
niggas to John Cena.
Before we
That
go,
was
since
funny
it's
as fuck.
before we go, since it's a little known fact, Devin, you already know where I'm gonna go with this. But did you guys know that when Cena was supposed to be on WrestleMania 19, they had it set up? He was supposed to potentially was supposed to go, rap battle with LL Cool J, Fabulous, and
Jay Z.
LL,
Yep.
Fabulous, and Jay Z.
yeah, they had
But none of them wanted to
He can't
battle.
rap.
Fab was already lined up, but then he backed out. Jay-Z was going to do it, except he couldn't do it because of schedule conflict. And LL was going to do it, except they got to him too late. So all 3 of those were all supposed to happen at
They were
WrestleMania
scared of
19
Cena.
in Seattle. And dude, it's funny, they said that. They were like, there were others that they reached out to, but they were like, I don't know if I want to do this for a couple reasons. A, with it being wrestling fans, they don't know if the wrestling fans are just going to pick him because it's wrestling. And they said a few of them, they didn't know if they were worried Cena was going to throw some shit they weren't looking for.
Nah, he's booty.
Oh, I agree.
And-
No, I
and
agree.
What's
No.
the deal with like Cena being like they make it impossible for the dude to lose? It's not even fun to watch.
He's been
Like,
losing
he
a lot
actually-
lately.
No, but
Hold
like
up, hold up.
before a couple years
He
ago.
actually
Hey,
hasn't
don't you dare interrupt
won
our
a
guest.
good
But
match.
listen,
You keep
listen,
talking, Manib.
listen. Like, but they make him lose in like the most elaborate way ever. Like, oh, he gets handcuffed to the ropes or some bullshit.
Manib, I know you ain't watched wrestling in about
It's the
6
drama.
years if you think
Hey.
that. Because John Cena been getting his ass whooped.
Okay, but listen,
would
He's been
know
getting
but
his
like
ass handed to him in match after
I'm
match.
talking about like 10 years ago when I was deep into this shit, right? And John Cena used to piss me off because like they'd hit him with like power bombs and all kinds of crazy shit, and then they just he impossible to pin him. He has to lose by like some stretch of the imagination,
Well, Tony, we got to wrap up. We're going to let Manib have the last word on that.
Fuck John Cena.
So, guys, you guys have a fight coming up in 2 weeks, April 14th at Burton Manor in Livonia, Michigan. Go ahead, get your tickets, people.
Down goes Scott Futrell.
There you go. Manib, any last words to your opponent?
Have a good day, man. Fuck you.
Hey, guys, go ahead and throw your social media and your sponsors out there, too. Go ahead, Manib.
Munib_Salmony and all my sponsors: Endgame, Realtor Anthony Fawaz, Dairy Kings, Detroit MATV, and Michigan Top Team Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. Love you guys.
Marco the Hybrid Smallman. Facebook, Instagram, the Hybrid _MMA, Twitter, Firewalker41. And shout out to my sponsors, ProPeer USA, D&D Recruiting, that's a new one, USA, JBI Securities LLC, Cactus Financial. I got a lot. So, that's it.
Okay. Mr. Thunder.
Scott Patel, tell your girlfriend to stay off social media. I'm Tony Thunder everywhere I go.
Down goes Scott
I'm Tony
Futrell.
Thunder, except what happened?
He said down goes Scott Futrell.
Yeah, man, and his girlfriend. So check it. I'm Tony
He
Thunder
said
on
it.
Twitter.
He said
I'm
it.
Tony Thunder on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Find the underscores and the numbers and all that other stuff on KO3CPod or whatever it is.com. I got to get it right.
KO.
I don't think he'll respond to you on Twitter.
I stayed in the bed. Hold on, Kyle.
I
stayed
didn't
in the
say
bed
anything.
today.
Wait a minute.
I'm tired.
Go ahead, man.
I'm sick as two dogs, and I feel like 8 cans of shark shit. PWK this Saturday. If I'm sick, I'm still going to whoop some ass in Peru, Indiana. PWK1.com. We packing it up, all 71 of us, and
First of all, if Scott Futrell comes at you for trying to say that about his girlfriend, just for the record, Tony, I got your back.
I got these hands, bro. If
Oh.
I went to Krung Gym when I've been to Krung Gym. I've been to
Two-piece?
hands-on boxing gym. I mean, I know how to kick and all that shit, but I wrestle and I got these hands.
But can you do a sidekick?
Fuck Scott Patel.
Hey, Tony, real quick. I want a wrestling
Yo.
ring. How do I do that?
You said what?
I need a
you
wrestling
wanna win a
ring.
wrestling ring?
Yeah.
You want to win a wrestling ring for your bar mitzvah, your birthday, Passover, Jesus' birthday, your auntie's birthday, Ramadan? Hey, check it. Eat Mubarak. Go straight to renterwrestlingring.com. We'll come and set it up. We'll get in the ring. We'll super kick motherfuckers for you. Just go to renterwrestlingring.com and get you a ring.
And we'll have one at Festivus.
Yes, sir.
How much?
And we will have one at Festivus.
How much is it?
How much?
Oh, you got to go to the website, man. Depends on what ring you want, what size you want,
I ain't going
if we got to bring it to you, all that kind of stuff, man.
All right, Mr. Collison.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Detroit Knockout, at Detroit NOKOUT. Find me on Facebook at Kyle Collison. And check out our damn page, Knockouts and 3 Counts Podcast.
And go ahead and throw the information out there for the fight real quick.
And you can find us all. These motherfuckers are going to be kicking people and punching people in the face and maybe kicking them in the dick.
And
But
no.
yeah, anyway.
MTV,
Did you see-
MTV won't like
Dog,
that.
Did you say? Yeah, fuck MTV. They want to let people kick people like our past guest Vince Murdoch in the dick. Anyway,
We'll be there talking.
yeah, we'll be there talking and talking shit while these guys kick people's ass in the cage. April 14th, Burton Manor, TXC fights. Get your tickets. Be there.
Real quick. Any of you guys selling tickets?
We're both selling tickets.
Yeah, we're both selling tickets. Oh, also, I'm selling t-shirts. Well, hooded t-shirts, $25. So this right here, this is an alternate, but the ones I'm selling are gonna be all purple and gold.
I want one of the motherfuckers. Told you that last time.
Get one. Well, I got. Hey, lucky for me, I got some with me.
I only got my card on me right now, dog.
Oh,
He's got a square.
cash
He's got a
only.
square. All right, so my name is Devin McKenzie. You can hit me up on Twitter at Devin63. That's DEVINTHE63. You can hit me up on Instagram at AllStackNoSizzle. Make sure you check out KO3CPod.com to get everybody's social media. Check out the Reality Era News group on Facebook. We talk wrestling in there. And if you need a car,
And Motor City Wrestling Alliance. I remember the name this time.
yes, sir. Hey, if you need a car, go to SouthfieldQualityCars.com.
Oh shit.
When you go in there to make your purchase, it's tax season, people. Get you a car. Go in there and make your purchase and give them the reference code 19309. That's
1939.
That's 19309. And you
Asshole.
you are muted,
fucking muted
motherfucker.
me. All
So-
right, unmute it for a minute. Though.
Unmuted for a second. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, are we done? Everybody good?
Yeah, shout out to Pepper Kyle and Kevin, even though their mamas don't
Fuck your
love them
couch.
and they don't love us either. And fuck your couch!
Why are you yelling, Randy?
I looked up my,
Tony's trying to
my
steal
Tinder
my shit.
profile.
You looked it up?
Yeah, Tinder.com/@Randy
Oh my
Walker.
God.
Fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
So,
I knew it.
I don't have a Tinder. I got
Oh.
a beautiful girlfriend,
Hit me up.
Elise.
Free podcast day is
I
coming up
love
soon.
how he had to throw that out. He's protecting him.
Yes, free podcast day.
I'm not a part of this.
Going down. I'm yelling.
She's gonna
Tinder.
kill me.
First Saturday.
She's
of every
black and
month,
Mexican. She'll
so,
kill me.
April 7th
April 7th.
here at
Oh.
Podcast Detroit. Sign up in advance though.
And Falling Down Beer Company, get you $1 off when you go in there. Just mention Podcast Detroit. Hey, Buffalo Wild Wings downtown, April 7th as well. We be there watching UFC 223 and NXT. So come check it out with us, Knockouts and 3 Counts, and Breaking Down the Ring. So all that being said,
Tinder.com/@Randy Walker.
And fuck your couch!
why are you?
Because Tony tried to steal my
Peace.
shit.
Damn.
Peace.